I look forward to it every week. Kind of hard to explain. I'm sure a lot of people have compared it to almost like going to church. You kind of evoke, in a way, your ancestry because, you play rhythms that come from way back. My name is Oswald Cameron Morales. I've been participating with this drumming circle since 1998. Most of the African or the Latin American music it comes from the African beat of the drum.
I did immigrate here from the Caribbean, from Trinidad and Tobago. So at some point coming here at 8 years old, you kind of feel lost. That wasn't necessarily the intent when you get here, but you kind of taken away from that culture of Trinidad and Tobago. My name is Suanne Ford. I am the artistic director of Conqueron West African Dance Company. I have been a part of the company for about 37 years now. This wonderful dance company taught us self-love, self-knowledge, and reinforced what we already knew about ourselves. So I thought it was important that since that company instilled that in me, it's important that I continue to build that with the company to do the same for other young men and women.
Not only preserving the music, but the tradition that comes with the music. And that's one thing that I think we're having a hard time these days. We have the drumming going on, but the respect, the consciousness of your ancestors has been lost a little bit among the younger generation.
And as we bring our younger dancers in, we try to instill them the same thing that we picked up from Conqueron. Self-worth, knowledge of oneself, excitement, or just being excited about the thought of preserving and just kind of demonstrating traditional West African dance and drum.
So somehow you release, somehow your spirit into the drumming. That's the best way I could explain it. So I feel really great. I feel like I have climbed the mountain and I'm ready to hit the world.
Not only are you learning or getting the culture and the history behind all the dances, it's fun. It's also a fun way to exercise. And I think that's how you, with the traditional drums and the actual dance and the movement, that's how you attract people and get their attention.
It's become not only a hobby, but a way of life. One of the great things of DC is the diversity, the cultural diversity that exists. And I think we are in the epicenter of that cultural diversity, which is this area of Mount Pleasant and Adams Morgan. It's completely improvised, basically preserving the art of drumming, the art of people coming together in an almost spiritual way.
As you can see, DC is primarily of Black and brown people to a certain extent, and there are people who are hungry or have that hunger for education and knowledge of their traditional West African dance or their African heritage in general. So if we can provide that piece of preservation, education for our young Black and brown people here in the community and anyone else who will be interested, it's a great way to just kind of build on what we have here. We will continue to keep that legacy going, strengthening and keeping young people's interest in keeping this wonderful tradition of African dance and drum going.